Hello everybody, welcome to World Monologue Games. You are watching the 2021 Regional Finals. This is the main professional category and you're watching Australia. My name's Pete Malicki, I am the creator of World Monologue Games and your host and clearly a proud Aussie. Let me just say a few words about the event and then I'll hand over to my fellow Australians to give you a great show. So we set this event up last year in response to the impact that the global pandemic was having on the creative industries. And it's a virtual acting showcase and competition. We have selected 350 performers this year from 51 countries to perform in the regional finals. And this is one of 6 categories, the main professional category, and one of 8 shows in this category, 27 shows in total. So it's a pretty massive event. But I have probably said enough about the statistics here. So as our viewers, you get to help select who goes through from tonight's show into the global finals. You will be able to vote once the show's over. You can't vote yet, but I will come back on after all the performances are finished and talk more about how the voting works. Fair warning, there could be some strong language and adult themes in this show. In fact, I think we open with a pretty hairy one, so do be warned if you are sensitive to anything. You very well may encounter it in this event. If you want to support the event or the performers, the best thing you can do is to hit the like button or to subscribe. That helps tell YouTube that this is an event worth showing to more people. And if you subscribe, of course, you get notifications for our upcoming events. Please leave a chat message. I can see the chat is pretty active, or leave a comment if you're not watching this live to show your love for the supporters, for the performers. That would be awesome. What else do I need to say? Look, I think I can say everything else at the end, so let's just get on with it. I'm going to hand you over to our performers, but first I'm going to play a pre-recorded message from our wonderful global ambassador, actor Chen Tang. Chen is an incredible actor, very successful. He's just been in Milan and in the TV series Warrior. He was our global champion last year. He won the main professional category. So I'm going to play a few words from him and then let's see what our Australian performers can do. Enjoy World Monologue Games 2021 Regional Finals, Main Professional Category, Australia.
Welcome everyone. Welcome to the show. This is Chen Tang and this is the World Monologue Games Regional Livestream Finals. Strap in and enjoy the show.
It was a weird time for a knock on the door. Beer's almost empty, so I set it aside and pat around for the remote. Hit pause and ground my way to my feet. Go over to the front door and look through the peephole. Not because I'm scared or nothing, because I want a heads up, see what I'm getting myself into. There's a man and a kid, okay? And if I had to make of this, yeah? The man is shifting awkwardly, like he's about to tell me, "It's not me, it's him. So we're from a few blocks away. And, my son recently told me, well, there's no easy way to put this, so here it is. He killed your dog on purpose. He killed Bull, my fucking dog. I love that fucking dog. I want you to teach him a lesson. I want you to hit my kid. He needs to understand consequences." Hey, this is fucked up. I'm trying to chill after a long day, And now I'm beating on some random kid for murdering Bull. So I hit him square in the face. He staggers back. I grab his shirt and spin him around and slam him up against the wall. Hit him 5 times in the guts. His head bends down and starts to spew. I connect a lovely right fucking hook to his face. He hits the deck. I kick once, twice, 3 times in the kisser, and I'll be shocked if I'm not picking teeth out of the blood in the fucking morning. One good stomp on the ribcage to give the x-ray guy something to do, and that's officially enough. I say consequences, kid. Never beat on children, you got that? Now learn some responsibility and help this fuckwit home. The kid doesn't quite know how to react. He's just staring at his beaten up dad. I get a cold one from the fridge. And when I get back, the front door's closed. Hit my fucking kid.
Good evening, sir. Yes, lovely to see. Well, thank you. And yourself? What a shame. You'd like to order? Fish of the day. Excellent choice. Oh, I don't know, sir. What is scaly and white and... Blue ice, sir. And it comes with chilli and... Oh, sure. Just grilled then? Will they grill it, sir? The chef puts it on the grill. The chef takes the fish, brushes it with oil and puts it on the grill. Well, it's from somewhere... Well, I think it's... Sal? To be honest, Yes, sir, that is my job. Well, as far as I know, down south, somewhere, there is a little man and a little boat. Let's say Tasmania, or somewhere near the sea. And every morning this little man puts out into the ocean and casts his rod into the blue depths. And he waits. And then he feels it, a nibble, a tug, and he begins to reel in his rod, quickly now. And then out of the ocean, it's a miracle. He yanks a fish. The fish is angrily flashing its tail back and forth. 1 minute it was swimming happily in its school, watching the sunlight filter through the water. And then there's a glint. I swim towards the glint and open my mouth to taste this glinting morsel. Then suddenly there's a sharp pain, metal piercing through my lips. Tugging, I'm being pulled upwards towards a white square of light. And then I'm out of the water, into the dry air, swimming through space. Whacked onto the side of the boat, stunned, flipping my tail in desperation. Blood is seeping into my mouth. I'm drowning in my own blood. Of course, the steak. How would you like it done, sir?
No, I won't pray for you. I'm sorry, I can't. No, please listen before you bite my head off. It's not that I don't care about Emmy. I do. I am mortified, completely mortified that your beautiful young girl is so sick. Best dying. I know. I can help you with the housework or cooking or give you money or anything at all that you need, but I won't pray for you. Why? It all comes down to God. God is omniscient, all-knowing, all-loving, the man with the plan, the really good plan. I used to pray for the poor, the needy, the starving children, the victims of nature's wrath, but then I realized God knows. He knows everything. I'm not giving him any new information when I say, people are starving, they will die if you don't intervene. If I pray to him to say, please God, don't let Emmy die of leukemia, she's only 6. She deserves to live. Emmy's saying. Because you screwed up, God. You shouldn't have given cancer to a child. You might be the all-knowing, all-loving, supreme being, but you really fucked up this time, buddy. Don't know why God is letting Emmy die, Cynthia. It breaks my heart to know that he is. But I can't question God's plan. I can't.
Sorry, what was that? Do I have issues? Strange question. Didn't realise it showed, but yes. Yes, I do have issues. Pretty sure we all do, really. I mean, geez. You're pretty rude, aren't you? But yes, I have a basket full. I always said that on the day that they were handing out issues. It was a buy one, get one free sale. And, you know me. Never can resist a sale, but it's fairly isolating, I gotta tell you. Always wondering if people are going to judge you, always trying to fit in, always trying to hide who you are so you don't turn them away. It's sometimes like you're having a totally different conversation. Sorry? Oh, tissues. Do I have tissues? Yes. Yes, of course I have tissues. Yes. Yes, you can take them. Just bring them back when you finish with them, please. Sure. Sure. Take them. No hurry. Do I have issues? Issues. Oh, jeez. Oh, don't mind me.
You know that feeling when a guy that you like texts you at 2 o'clock on a Tuesday night asking if he can come and find you, and you've accidentally made out like you've just got him yourself. So you've got to get out of bed, down half a bottle of wine, get in the shower, shave everything, dig out some Asian provocateur business, suspend about the whole bit, and wait by the door for the buzzer to go. And then you open the door to him like you even forgot that he was coming over. Oh, hey. Hey. Hey, hey. And then you get to it immediately. After some pretty standard bouncing, you realise that he's edging towards your arsehole. And you're drunk, and he did make the effort to come all this way, so you let him. He's thrilled. And then the next morning, you wake to find him fully dressed, sat at the edge of the bed, gazing at you. And he says that last night was incredible, which you think's a bit of an overstatement, but then he goes on to say it was particularly special because he's never managed to actually up the bum with anyone before. To be fair, he does have a large penis, and that although it's been a fantasy of his, he's never found anyone to do it with. And then he touches your hair and thanks you with genuine earnest. It's sort of moving, and then he kisses you gently and he leaves. And you spend the rest of the day wondering, do I have a massive arsehole?
I remember a time we were walking down First Avenue and you suddenly ran away from me, chasing after something in the wind. It's perfect, like you are, you said and put the feather in my hand. though you were breathing heavy and coughing up gunk. "I'm fine," you said, and smiled bravely through the stabbing in your chest that was bringing tears to your eyes. All you cared about was me not worrying. And when you stopped working, you still seemed so busy. You hardly slept. Right up until my birthday, when I found out why. You'd planned the perfect day. You tracked down all my friends from 20 years of life, and you cooked enough of my favourite foods to feed everyone. You'd even spent all of your remaining savings on gifts for me. Everything I'd ever wanted. And you were overjoyed just to see me smile, and your own smile shone through tears of happiness. You were bony when I embraced you, and your body was shaking with tiredness. When I hugged you for the last time, you told me you didn't want to die. And I could see the light in your eyes, your soul, trapped in a failing body with no way of escape. And you were desperate, more because you didn't want to leave me alone, rather than for your own sake. And everything you did for me cost you time you didn't have, and sapped energy you couldn't afford to lose. And though you were frightened, you didn't regret anything, because you knew it made me happy. And after everything you did for me, there was nothing I could do for you, except listen to your heartbeat run out, one by one, until the very last one, which I just knew would kill me too. I don't know who's going to be watching this, but remember those who showed you there is so much light in the world and so much goodness. You showed me that it's never really an ending, it's just a beginning. Thank you.
A year ago, I would have jumped into your arms. You know, I waited for you. Every day for 7 years, I sat on doorsteps, hoping that my mother would want me back. Crying myself to sleep, screaming into my pillow, yearning for love, for just one person to look at me and think, she deserves love. She is worth my time. She needs me, and I need her just as much. And I wanted that person to be you so badly. I did. But you're not. I get it, you were young, unprepared, naive, all things you couldn't control. But your selfishness, that's on you. You had the chance to choose me, but you chose yourself instead. I'm not saying you had to keep me, but you could have visited, made sure that your own flesh and blood was being looked after, checked that I'd had a meal that day, hell, that week. But instead, you made sure your life was the best it could possibly be, wiping me out completely. And now what? You come to my home and think that you have the right to own a place in my life? No, you don't. And you never will, because that place that you abandoned years ago, that void that you created in my life, has finally been filled with people who love me and fight for me and deal with my shit. They are my family. I thought I could be understanding, but I can't. I just can't get over the fact that you abandoned me, your own child. So I can't forgive you. As much as I want to, I can't. Maybe one day. But today is not that day. Because right now, all I feel is anger and regret. I shouldn't have spent all those years chasing after a person who didn't give a damn about me. So leave. Because the daughter you came looking for belongs to someone else.
So I'm standing outside my back porch when an alien spaceship lands in my backyard. Lights shining bright, I can barely see. Then the lights Well, they kind of dim a little bit, so I sort of can see. Then a set of stairs come out the side. This little alien man comes stepping down the stairs, must have been like 4 foot tall. He walks up to me, snatches my beer out of my hand, and chugs it. Gone. He hands the bottle back to me. He burps. He smiles. He gives me the finger, or at least I think he did, because he had 3 fingers, and it was kind of the middle one that he was gesturing at me with. So then he goes back up in his spaceship, gone in a flash. So what do you make of that? Now, I ain't seen that little guy since, but this past week, I've noticed that beers keep going missing from my fridge. I'll bring home a case, and the whole thing will be gone, wiped out the next day. Nothing but a cardboard box. It's the alien. He's a thief. Now looky here. Tonight I'm going to catch that tiny son of a bitch. We're going to stake him out. I've booby-trapped the whole kitchen. Ain't nothing that gets in is ever going to get out again. And I got me some zappers too. This could be payday, boys. How much do you think a little 4-foot alien goes for, huh? Million? 5 million? I plan to find out. Now you in or out? Good. We take him alive. Tonight. It's go time.
Well, I mean, it's hard enough meeting people, let alone they have to live up to some kind of fantasy. Nobody's perfect. Well, I'm not. But I think, are you sure you can't just let that go? I mean, you said yourself, they're all lovely. Could I? Could I? I think I could. I mean, actually, it's 6 of one, half a dozen. Isn't it? You're just swapping one set of flaws for another, and no matter how much you love anyone, some days, several days, many days if it's a long-term kind of thing, you're standing in the kitchen, cooking together, making a compromised meal that neither of you are really excited about, but isn't offensive to anyone, and he's retelling you about Marvel's continuity department, and you've long ago given up, reminding him that you know all about it. And now you just let him go on in that patronizing, you-know-nothing tone, and all you can think is, gee, I'd really like to smash your face into the melamine. Now, I'm a pacifist, but I do get a thrill out of vividly imagining grabbing him by the hair and thwack! The blood, the pain, they stagger. Oh, how fantastic it would be. I mean, this might sound confusing. Don't get the wrong idea. I really am a pacifist. We shouldn't use violence to solve problems. It doesn't solve problems, but it's that feeling, isn't it? That must be why gladiators gladiate. Gladiating? Can that be a verb too? That innate desire to kill and maim, to want to know the feeling of cartilage cracking and crumbling under your knuckles as you pulverize his foolish face. Bloodlust. I mean, we're only human. Sorry, sir. Rambling away as usual. I'm such a sausage with my rambling. Silvery sausage. Cheeky monkey. That's me. The doctor will see you now.
I hear that it's a good thing to write down your dreams as soon as you wake up. Keep a journal by the bed and whatnot? I just can never seem to remember them for long enough. Only fragments. Have you ever felt like you've done something before, but know that you haven't? Deja vu. I get it a lot. Almost every day, in fact. It's like walking to the edge of a cliff and peering through a portal into another world. And your forehead throbs as your blood tries to burst out of your brain. And all in a split second. The closer I get to that edge, I don't know. Sorry, that's not something normal people say. Well, all I know is that it's been happening too much. I've been meaning to talk to someone about it, but I never have the time. Well, that's a bit of a lie. I feel that people would call me dumb and tell me to stop overthinking about it, which is probably the right thing to do, but I don't know. I just feel that this isn't something to just let go. My mother gave me this book that's meant to heal your life. It's all affirmations, and the lady says to listen closely to how your body responds every time you say one. Here, I love and accept you exactly as you are. I love and accept you exactly as you are.
I can't believe I used to find these comics funny. They're really not. It's going to be hot on the weekend. We should go to the beach. It'll cheer you up. You can bring your phone. You need to get over this date. It's not the worst date in the world. In fact, okay, you remember that guy Dave? I went on like 3 dates with him, came home early one night, that was it. So Dave wanted to go to this fancy restaurant. Now, I don't like it when guys pay for me on a date. For some reason I said yes. I was incredibly broke, but I thought I could just have some leftovers at home beforehand, just order an entree at the restaurant, it'd be fine. I had leftover curry. So, although you may have farted in front of your date, I farted and oh my god, I followed through. Yeah. But, you know, not only did I follow through, but I also didn't, clench in time. I was wearing a very short skirt and very sexy undies, so I had to walk out of that restaurant with a nice little drip down the inside of my leg. Okay? Shit happens. Get over it. We're not speaking of this ever again.
Magistrate, you have travelled quite a journey to simply refuse my services and attempt the procedure yourself. To hang a man isn't as arbitrary as simply tying a knot around their neck, dropping them from a height and hoping for the best. Hanging is an art, and for that you need an artiste. Tell me, what if your rope was to hang too short, Magistrate? Leaving your intended charge kicking and struggling for air, why, you or perhaps our friend here would need to rush over to the struggling man, wrap their big, strong arms around their legs in order to finish the job. Would you be capable of performing such mercies? Oh, your body says yes, but your eyes say no. Sir, now, magistrate, you will overcompensate, and this time your rope is too long. Whereupon the rapid descent of your intended charge, their head is pulled off entirely, a particularly bloody and gruesome affair, I can assure you. But I'm sure our little friend here will be more than happy to clean. But I digress. Magistrate, in order to properly hang a man, you need to have them thoroughly weighed and measured and adjust your rope accordingly. Now, for obvious reasons, I will not divulge that formula, but I will give you this. You will want your rope to be tied at the side of one's neck, where upon their descent from the optimum height, their spine will snap and kill them instantly. It will still send enough jolts and shivers throughout their body to give your roaring crowds the impression that that poor bastard suffered at least a little bit. But, magistrate, I have executed nobles, despots, wives, whores, and even a child. Employing my services not only guarantees you a quick and efficient execution, but it also relieves you of the burden of having to pull that lever. Do we have a deal?
Hey Janelle. Hey Coco Bunny. Thanks for the message last week. Sorry I never responded to it, or to any of the others over the past few months. Hearing from you is still too hard. And if we can't be together, maybe it's not even worth us being friends at all. Hey Coco Bunny. Being without you is hard enough. Let alone seeing you all happy all the time without me. I'm miserable, and you're just fine. Yeah, I wish you knew what this felt like. It feels like I'm being torn in half. It feels like someone's taken part of me away. It feels like I've been through a divorce or someone's died. But no, apparently it wasn't that hard for you. Apparently I don't warrant the same period of mourning as you do for me. You're fine. And I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, why do you want me to feel bad? I want you to feel good. Well, that's the kind of BS that makes me want to chew tinfoil till my teeth pick up AM radio. God, I still love you, Nell. Still. Always. And I know Stanford must be great and all, but I bet it can't make peanut butter blossoms the way you like them. Or harmonise with you on Simon and Garfunkel songs. Or help you bathe your cat so you don't get all scratched up. I miss you every day, Nell. And I feel like if we could just go back to how we were before graduation, maybe my life would make sense again. I miss you every single day. How do you not get that? I just don't understand why I'm the only one who feels this way. I just don't understand why I feel so alone and you just don't. Happy birthday, Nell. Love you.
I am Chanakya. Chan. Kya. Kautilya. Kautilya. I respond to either name and they possess the same meaning. Falsehood. Remember that even as I speak. You do not know me, though you should. Look me up. Use that device in your hands. Chan. Kya. I lived around 2,300 years ago from 350 to 283 in your Gregorian calendar before Christ, whoever he was, centuries away in that future. Due to confusions in the universe that I cannot explain, I have returned to inhabit the body of a stranger. Reincarnated, though not entirely intact, with a fractured memory and morality. But in the present world, my life's work, my treatise on statecraft, Arthashastra, was stolen by that Italian plagiarist, Niccolo di Bernardo de Machiavelli. I skimmed the Prince, Il Principe de Machiavelli, a trifling work, a child's primer to power, a bagatelle of thoughts. And if a prince or a king should follow that advice, he'll surely end up in his own gallows. However, no one is Chanakyan or Kautilyan. They are Machiavellian. That is the problem with death. 1,752 years later, your work appears under another man's name, granting him the immortality that is rightly yours, and you are but a helpless spirit, unable to scream, plagiarist, and assert your copyright. Such is the fate of great minds.
There has never been a day that I haven't thought about you in my life. There's never been a day that I didn't wish that things were different. But oh God, fate would have another way, and that we will be bound to each other for the rest of our lives. That I will always be a fracture in the light of your eyes, seeping down to the depths of your hollow soul. That I will always be a shadow of the monster that lies within you. And right now, I don't know whether or not I want to kill myself or kill you. It'll be easier to kill you. It'll be harder to kill myself. Because I'm not a killer. I'm just a mother who had her child taken. I'm just a mother who for one moment looked the other way, and there I was. And she gave me her hand. And I have never felt so much love before in my life. I just wanted to take care of her because you were too busy flirting with the man behind the bar. All I said to her was, "Do you want some ice cream? I have all the colours of the rainbow. You can have one while you wait." You look at me and all you see is the reflection of your face staring back at you. But we all have our parts to play. Some of us just get bigger roles. I can't help it if God wanted to make me a star. Like Mama used to say, practice makes perfect, now go to your room. And Daddy would whisper in my ear as he turned off my bedside light, "How beautiful you are." They say that there's two sides to a story. But what if one eclipses the other and all it takes is a trigger to release the devil that lies within? You see, the mirror has two faces.
A Paris, 23 Smith Street, Lincoln. But guys, I mean, you've got to understand that today was just a normal day. It started just normal, just getting busy. Susie was getting Tommy ready, and for me, the phone started. I mean, sometimes that happens when you're in sales, right? And you got to talk to them. This guy was going on and on today. We're heading out to the car, and I'm still on the phone, and Susie has Tommy. She gives me a kiss and says, "Have a good day," and I say, "You too," and she says, "Don't forget daycare," and I hop in the car and I'm still talking to this guy. And it's like that all the way to work, you know, just kept going on and on. You can't see. You can't see from the mirror, and I never heard anything. All the way, nothing. And I get to work and there's no parks, and so I've got to sort of park outside, you know, and I race into work, and all day I'm doing the right thing, and I'm saying, don't forget daycare, don't forget daycare. 5 o'clock comes and I get out to the car and it's so hot. It's been so hot. I turn the air on and I wind the windows down, and there's a smell. And I go to daycare and then they say he never got dropped off, you know. No one dropped Tommy off. And I go out to the car and it's like, no, please don't. Please, God, no. You know, please, God, I did. Let him be asleep. Let him be asleep. Just let him be asleep, please. And he wasn't. He was. I didn't know he was there.
What you wanna be, float your mind and listen to the beat. Rocking to the levels, you're so fortunate free. Looking up in her eyes, they mean
That was the main professional category, Australia. Huge congratulations to the performers. That was a fantastic show. Bit of a hectic note to finish on there, Stephen, but great performance. Okay, guys, just a few more things and then I will get the voting open. So, if you would like to join World Monologue Games, you can. You can register as a fan and get notifications for the rest of our season. We have a few more shows this weekend, including one in like less than 90 minutes. We have Europe, main professional category Europe, coming up very soon. And then next weekend we have more shows in the main professional category. And then we just have our global finals left after that. You can also register as a performer if you would like to get involved and act in World Monologue Games 2022. We will send you information in good time if you register. We also have a film festival, and I'd really love to encourage the fantastic performers from tonight to consider getting involved in World Monologue Film Festival. I know a couple of them have, at least a couple. But it's a cool little format where it's one continuous take, 1 to 2.5 minutes, and only one actor. But it also must have camera movement, so it's not just a camera on a tripod deal. Yeah, love to have you guys consider getting involved in that. Bit of a shout out to our sponsors, Arts Business Academy and Nyakachana. They are putting up almost $5,000 of cold hard cash as prizes. So that's amazing, and you should check them out. There's a link in the description of this video. What else can I say? Probably let's just talk about the voting now. So I am just making a change to the description of the video, and that has now published the link to the voting form. So you can vote for your 2 favorite performers if you click on that link. Voting is open for 48 hours. It will be closed at 7:45 p.m. on Monday, Australian Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah, you can help select who goes through to the global finals. We're putting the viewer vote winners along with the judges' choice winners into the globals for this category. I can't tell you the numbers off the top of my head, but I think we'll have a total of 20 performers go through to the globals from the main professional category, so from all of the shows across these 2 weekends. All right, Actually, just before I go, just a quick reminder for the performers, please don't share the voting link. That will get you disqualified. Only share a link to the show so we can encourage people to watch. That's all from me. We've got to get ready for the next show in 1 hour and 15 minutes. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed the show, and subscribe to this channel. Leave a chat message or a comment for our performers. That's really wonderful. Show them a bit of love. I will see you guys at the main professional category Europe in 75 minutes. Catch you then. Bye.